Welcome to This Old Relic. This is Mike, and it's time for all the news that powers our companies. Today we have Stihl, Briggs Stratton, and Toro. The top story on the list? Oh, Canada. That's right, forest fires are still blazing like never before seen, as you can tell by this graph. 2023 is crushing records of hectares burned on average from an average year, and there is no sign of it slowing down, as I hope that you're doing with sales in your business. Stock up on your N95 masks now, because even if you can only wear them for part of the day on those low air quality days, your lungs will thank you for it. Couple this with the heat advisories that we've had in the Midwest, and I've been coughing sweat. Stihl Incorporated has a new face in the CEO chair. They've announced a new president and CEO, Chris Keffer. He will officially assume the role on August 4th. He's the company's senior vice president of sales and marketing, and I hope that with him leaving this role, they'll still have that awesome B-rated polka band over at the Expo. But for whoever takes Chris's position, if you want a really awesome B-rated polka band, hit me up. I'll hook you up. Stihl is also opening its brand new brand world in Germany. For those of you who might be excited that you can try out the latest line of Stihl equipment while you're on your European vacation, I've got bad news. It's a museum that chronicles the 100 years of Stihl, and I'm pretty sure you'll probably have to know German to understand any of it. Briggs Stratton has announced wedding bells at a quiet ceremony in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's right, those two crazy kids, Briggs Stratton and Simplify, have officially tied the knot, with Briggs Stratton bringing its latest acquisition to the marketing and brand standards of Briggs Stratton, whatever that means. But in true Wisconsin fashion, there was a reception that followed in the basement of a bowling alley. If I didn't have that awesome analogy, I probably would have just skipped that, to be honest with you. But just to recap what Simplify does, because, well, I know a guy and I got some pictures, all right? Simplify builds batteries and inverters for battery systems. So what you basically do is you get your solar panels and your wind turbines. They can connect and charge to lithium batteries. These batteries are not Simplify batteries. Sorry, this is what I had available. They go into an inverter to convert the electricity from DC to AC. Yet these are also not a Simplify inverter. Did not have the ability to get one. And if the sun doesn't shine, well, you need to make electricity somehow. Or the wind doesn't blow, you still need to make electricity somehow. So there is a propane, in this system, it's a propane generator that kicks on to produce electricity to charge up the batteries. And that's a legit Briggs Stratton generator in the wild. I asked my guy, this is an off-grid system, why he went with the Briggs Stratton. He says that's what his local dealer carried. And he also said he's been using a Generac for years, and the Generac just wasn't working well for him. Generacs are basically designed to sit, power goes out, run for a few hours, sit. And he would have to run his generator maybe 2 or 3 times a week during the winter, and it just didn't work well for him. The Briggs Stratton has been working a lot better for him on that front. So, also news in Briggs Stratton, Daddy left and still hasn't come home. CEO Steve Andrews. Remember him? He took over Briggs Stratton after bankruptcy, and they were bought out. He was appointed as CEO. Well, he left Briggs Stratton very abruptly, and he's citing personal reasons. I think he's just trying to get out of paying for the wedding. Hey, Bruno's still sitting at the desk. You got to pay for 2 frames for the bride and groom, all right? It's $12.50 each, plus shoe rental. Right now, Christina Cernigalia, Christina something. Sorry, Christina, I'm butchering your last name. But she's the Senior Vice President, CFO, Chief Financial Officer, and she's taking care of the CEO job in the interim as they search for a new CEO. Now, Steve Andrews has said that this is for personal reasons, and I think we need to accept this and realize it's none of my business and none of your business why he actually left. And normally I would be like, put your conspiracy theories down in the comments, but not on this one. All right, let's just leave this one lie. Please, I'm asking you. For all of you out there that think that Briggs Stratton's moving in the wrong direction and you know what's best for it, guess what? They're looking for a new CEO. Put in your resume. The opening bell of the New York Stock Exchange is rung. And that means cash register bells for Toro. Toro is a hot stock right now with second quarter earnings up to 26% year over year. However, 81% of its stock is owned by institutional investors. I don't know exactly what that means, but there's good and bad about that. I'm not a stock guru. Okay, go ask a stock guru. Or if you're looking for a story to put conspiracy theories down in the comments section, this is a story to put it about, because maybe you can help clarify some of this stuff. So I guess, anyways, Toro's doing well. I don't know why necessarily. I mean, Toro typically, well, they do well, but they're up 26% from year over year, from second quarter of last year. Maybe it's the Revolution line that they're charging way too much money for. If you stuck around this long, you must like the video, so go tell YouTube that you like it. Hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Turn on to get all the notifications. I got lots of crazy stuff on this channel, not just news. So if this doesn't float your boat, I'm sure there's something here that floats your boat. Come on, just go ahead, subscribe. And turn on all the notifications. The YouTube algorithm loves that. It does. You always want to stroke the ego of the YouTube algorithm. And in biggest news, I will be attending the 40th anniversary of the Equip Expo this year in Louisville, Kentucky in October. If you're going and you see me, make sure to say hi. I'll be the guy wandering around talking to himself and looking to increase my collection of can koozies. Besides, I'm not missing that Stihl polka band. This is Mike with This Old Relic, and I'll see you next time.